Good day to me, Salon people. Me na Mohamed Kamarainba from Voice of Salon Network. Today na October 7 on a Thursday, 2021. Mr. Africa finally talk about this Kamarainba in business. For all this time when this study going, I decided not to say anything for a couple of reasons. And some things same way I may don't see or say with this study before it happen. As we all know, one of the fierce and strong advocates against anybody, we most especially in our power using power and influence for destroy young kingdom. And like I always say, me na a daddy to girl kingdom. And I always worry when it comes to Sierra Leone because we know what people in our power and influence will do to our kingdom and what they know they do and get away with them. So I don't say anything where any politician can catch you for something wrong with them prove you guilty. May them give you the maximum sentence and to the key. That being said, again, I use the word there, if them prove you guilty, make them to the key. And I will always stand on that. Say I will continue for lend me voice so I are able for stand against anybody with the in politics. We decide for left them picking and also can pull somebody in picking. But to me personally, like I said, I don't say nothing for a long while. Even though people now viewers decide for talk about some topic here and issues that they go. Me personally decide for wait and allow and give the states the benefit of the doubt for make them be able work on the case. It's about a year now. The Queen Martin Luther say injustice to one person and injustice everywhere. At the same time, the same law tell we say justice delay is justice denied. Now make I break some things and for my family make una understand who side me they come who side they come from. First of all, Kamarainba, we all know say that man we eager for say what you want for say regardless. Okay? But if he do this crime, the state proven guilty, may go ask the state for getting the maximum, not the minimum, but the maximum sentence. But if this man not do this crime, or not able to prove on a case, on a left for delay and waste this money time and release him because that make the country they look bad. And now not to just the country, but when I don't make some of freedom lose confidence, say waiting the court get for do for help with picking them when our victims. So make I elaborate that are small. I no one forget to the first lady on side for now. I will get there after I got to this side go. Most of we they try for we not so justice system in Sierra Leone. It is far. But at the same time we try for do what we need for do for allow the judiciary system, including the police and the courts, for make them able to do the best they can for promise we or give we a gloom light say that is a light at the end of a tunnel in terms of justice in Sierra Leone. So most of we will look at this one. Me personally, I don't care for whether na Kamarainba or Uda Ibi. My attention now is waiting the system go able show we say then go do if it's something go wrong to any of we picking them either wooden aya or in a salon. Picking on the laws, then don't rape girl picking a 5-year-old picking a paralyzed. They don't rape a beautiful young lady where the post the picking die. We all sit down and wait for see what the justice system will do for give this poor picking justice. We all watch. Then bring this thing to politics, talk people in our power, but we show this here. At the end of the day, nobody was held responsible. The people they accused and can't find out say, according to the law, not to do one. So all the social media within itself, all the accusation, they destroy the boy in life and reputation, and that puppy can die for nothing. The state not able to do nothing for him. In fact, it go to the extent now civil society they being take microphone, the owner states they ask the government for release in body. They keep this speaking body for up to 7 months. And parents tell me we get the body. Keep her for whatever reason, what name you want. I forget from the autopsy, I don't know. maybe they get a reason, which up to this day we don't know it. Keep them for 7 months, nothing or commodity. Then some people begin and paralyze them, 5-year-old, bleed to death. We not see much with commodity. So if we talk about the system, not to say we just have to criticize the system or to have to beat them down, but when it on a certain point, we say the scared say we all the kind of to begin some of we own other begin in a salon, waiting the system could do for protect them. Some of when I look at this can be my in business because of political thing, but if not that you look at, I tell you say take a political lens because perpetrator, bad person not care whose politics you, whose party you dey. If you want to destroy your pikin, it destroy them. We need the court system for tell we say if any of our pikin, whether now we own them or family member or anybody you know in neighbor you, anything happen to them, the law go stand for fight for them. This case in Kamarainba case don't tell me say the law not the fight for your pikin. The law not get nothing for do for your pikin. If the law may get something for do for them, Kadiatu Madina Sako for them be the first speaking. That in face we all man stand. Different society them, civil societies them, home and abroad, stand firm, say law and fight for the speaker. The court of Sierra Leone fail. But from nowhere now, they're so glorified in locking Kamarainba up because of this. They're saying the same thing. Now almost 1 year this. Where are the evidence? If the state get the case, we some of women don't sit down wait up to this day, where on evidence. Why we are not going to bring on a court and prosecute this man and show us the evidence the state gets? As always, they not get no case. Always they go only then lock you up, then they're not going to begin to defend the evidence, and after they lock you up, keep it there, see and dance around. In this case, it's just like they just lock them because that make plenty people then suspicion. Get suspicion over waiting they go. Say because the man they speak against the government, we're not able to stand them, and that make one find a way for set them up. Because the reality is, people in talk say the first lady, to me personally, people need to give the first lady an accolade we not deserve. Because if the first lady may get this power for do for do, and we for don't see him during Khadija Madina to Sako in era. With all that, waiting say, oh yeah, all that hype, waiting commodity. Why make that picking of the justice? A man be involved in this Kamarainba business, but me, I will take out the pinch of salt. I will take out the pinch of salt for a couple of reasons. The first is I will tell you what. First, they did not know nothing about Kamarainba. First, they did not know whether Kamarainba they take care of, whether Kamarainba they go in a hotel, we can come on a hotel and go do what it is. No. And it took him on an occasion, a couple of days before they go arrest him. Don't plainly tell we say, people in the ADP party, when they Kamarainba mean they, as soon as all know, say, Boku woman me don't come, we don't attack him in several ways, try for tarnishing character, try for even kick him out of the party. Then get serious fight. Then try between themselves. So if anybody want for blame anybody for where Kamarainba, the way they arrest Kamarainba, wanna start first with the people in the ADP party. In party way mean they, in party member them, people with all with them devour for the same leadership role. Because it's so fascinating now and surprising or whatever you want to call out. That some people in Trade, when that party day, when they meet up to Kamarainba from nowhere now, where they arrest Kamarainba, then get access now to people at the SAPP. How that happen? How First Lady or the answer for our girls gets the evidence or gets that Pikinde, gets the audio or all entire for beginning case. People at the ADP party still Kamarainba. So if they get for blame anybody, when I turn back and watch people at the ADP, the party will Kamarainba be the Alliance Democratic Party, when I ask them about what's happen. Streets not going to ever buy if you host not sell you. So today, if there are no people that are going to treat for protest or whatever, when I start first with the people we Kamarainba mean with another party. For the SAPP layer from Kamarainba, SAPP not for able layer on Kamarainba if the ADP party not sell them. But me not care about all about it. What me care about now is that the question is how effective is the court system for give we picking them justice where people then come after. Because even the family, not to a victim now, they are part, they are complete, they are accomplice to this case. For allow you as a parent, give your minor picky to a grown man for the government down. You said no problem. You said a part of it. Waiting, then promise that family they say if they give Kamarainba, then go give them. Because now this is a deal that plays. The question if the family even gets what they promise them, I hope they get them. Because for come now court and talk against that man, so what we understand, people and promise the family say if they come prosecute them, they come and stand a court and against and able against them, then we give them something. This is not some of the reason this will tell family to be careful, we don't need help. Again, I know you say that Kamarainba innocent. I know they say innocent. And I say again, I will say 500 times confident. If Kamarainba tamper with that Pikinde, if our little Pikinde right, and the family don't know, they don't know nothing to go on, the Pikinde only wasn't consensual, make them give that man the maximum sentence available. Make them call the evidence them, prisoner court, bring that man to court, prosecute him, and done with her. But for keep somebody for 1 year, you need to prosecute your case, not get nothing for do that case anymore. That don't show we just say, una not get case, una just one for Holland. If una get case, please una bring one case forward and prosecute this man, let begin doing time. What's good you go do for una Holland for 1 year, 6 months or 2 years, don't release him. Then una come on a prosecutor, then una get 5 to 10 years in prison. Which one is more profitable? Which one makes sense? Because we know at the end of the day, we're not going to do nothing but pass for release. We don't play, we don't satisfy on ourselves. So this one tell us is nothing about, this is not much about the case. And that is troubling. Because if we as Sierra Leone and they look at the court system and say, we last hope for giving picking them hope for a better life, the so-called answer for grass or whatever it is, this will be alarming to anybody where you stand against rape in Sierra Leone. You are for fight for the picking them. For look at the system and ask the system why. Why is this happening? Why? If we not get the evidence, why don't we bring the evidence and now and prove this man guilty and sentence him? Why all the games? With not a delay. Because we all know that justice delayed, justice denied. So when the Peking gets injustice, because what can you do? So this is not a justice for the Peking. This is not a game we not they play for suiting ourselves. And this are the reason why we make most Sierra Leonean. Then they turn and standing out. Say this is wrong. Because this is not about Kamarainba. This is about we picking them. This is about we picking them safety. This is about how the justice system you're able to protect to picking them. It don't show say if anybody where they go for go mess with picking them, as long as the system like you okay. If the system don't like you, now you didn't come after. So this is not about we picking them. This is about owner they go after without no leg. And now that's we they fight for. So most of we know they say, I know they can't say it because of Kamarainba, and they can't say it because I get girl picking them. And they come and not say girl picking them because as watch one my sister Asma come out where they rape started picking to them paralyzer, get Black Tuesday. The question is how them picking them they forget the justice they deserve. If the court system they can play, cheap games them we're not gonna give a damn about. That's the reason why I make this, that most often are the judges them. Only God knows. I don't know how now they're gonna host. When I lay on a pillow and they go to sleep and sleep soundly. But when I turn and watch when I young picking in our house, I am the same age as them picking or even older than them picking. And I want to protect when I own them. Make sure say they grow up as good citizens. Be the picking on our ones, but they will protect other Sierra Leone and they picking where we give una vow, lay una hand on the Quran and Bible and swear say una go fight for we. But instead, now politicians are not they fight for. And this make we not get confidence in her, and this make we never respect her. So again, I dey ask the court, I dey on my knees, they beg the court. That pikin, if anything you know, if that man tamper with her, wanna give the pikin the right and justice he deserve. Wanna give him the justice he deserve by bringing this man to court and prove the case, let the state prove in case. And find him guilty if he do the crime. If the man not do the crime, when I left this poor man let it go. And start to play cheap politics. Nobody not get time for that. We picking their life, they on the balance. Please. This na me own take. In terms of the first lady, from Madina to Sako in case, me know see the first lady not get any power we counted here. All entire is publicity. It's more about publicity, and I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'm not. I'm not gonna say I know they do, but if you hand it onto the first lady, people in the ADP party, now they hand them over. Now they play this game. So we know they blame. What's I go for them? Watch your side and buck foot. This is my own take on this Kamarainba issue. Thank you very much. God bless you. You can listen, you can leave your comments, you can agree, disagree, your own take, your own comment. Lord, we push the discussion and stand for waiting right, not to waiting popular. Because at the end of the day, nobody picking are immune from this. And we all get a responsibility for protect we picking them. May God bless you all and may God bless your country. Thank you all and good night.